Hi guys. Okay, so I know I've done 1,000,001 university videos and I'm really sorry, but I'm at university and I think it's quite helpful for those of you who have just started or are going to start next year or in the future or any point in time. So I thought I'd do a couple of things that weren't on my original university haul videos. So if you want to watch them, they're like the basics and they pretty much cover everything. There's a couple of things that I either didn't mention that I didn't really think to mention, which I think I now should, and also stuff that I got here that I either wish I'd brought with me or I didn't intend to bring with me, but I knew I'd buy them here. So I want to show you that. And I'm really sorry that I haven't done anything Halloween-y because I love Halloween, but I am wearing ghost earrings, so that's something. And look at my nails. See, they're Halloween-y. And yesterday, today's the 31st, so when this goes up it's not going to be Halloween anymore, but anyway, yesterday was the 30th and I went out and I dressed up, so here's a picture of that. And yes, I was a witch because I am boring and poor. So this has been a really big thing for me and you might be like, what? But I did bring washing up stuff with me, but it wasn't this, it was some cheapo washing up tablet and I was actually allergic to it and it made me itchy everywhere. It was horrible. I didn't know what it was at first because I kind of get like dermatitis-y eczema stuff anyway, but not really badly, but it was really bad, and I went to the doctor and got cream and stuff and I'm pretty sure I was allergic to my washing powder. So my mum actually has given me some stuff that I've had at home, so I know that I'm not allergic to it. So I know it sounds really weird, but stuff that you know you're good with, that you're not allergic to and stuff like that. In the same kind of category, this might apply more if you have an ensuite. It might be a bit difficult if you're sharing a bathroom, but I've actually got some hand wash stuff, and I've never actually hand washed before. I still haven't, even though I have this, but I've only had it a couple of days. But like, it's kind of annoying if you want to do all your washing just because you run out of underwear. So you could totally just like wash your knickers in the sink and then not do washing for longer. Again with washing, an airer. I don't actually have one, but I really wish I brought one. I have one at home waiting for me, but it's kind of bulky, so my parents are going to bring it up sometime. But an airer is really handy. Where I am, our washing machines are £2.60 a wash and our dryers are 50p for 10 minutes, and they're not the best dryers either. So even when I do use the dryer, I like to use the airer as well, just to kind of finish it off and make sure it's completely dry. I use my friends, by the way. I don't like have an imaginary airer, I don't know. So it's good to like finish off your clothing or just completely dry it if you don't want to pay for the dryer. Moving on from laundry, because it's not very exciting. So I showed you my forks, which were just plain, well, knives and forks and stuff, that were just plain. They were actually really flimsy, so my mum decided that I should get some better ones. They're not actually that bad, but so I now have, all of my cutlery has a colour on it, like they're not all pink, some of them are purple and stuff. And I really like that I have cutlery that I can identify as mine. If someone else has used it, I will know it's mine. And people get like really mixed up with just plain cutlery, and I'm really glad that I have something that distinguishes mine. Along with distinguishing stuff, you might want to use electrical tape to put around, say, your pots and pans or whatever. I don't actually have any of that, so I've been sticking dolphin stickers on everything of mine, because especially if, say, for example, someone I live with has the same knife kit as me, so like they're exactly the same, so I put dolphins on everything, and now I know that they are my knives. So yeah, I actually have Tupperware. I showed you Tupperware that I got, which were like big turquoisey rectangle things, but I bought more. These are actually baby food containers and they're really good for having portions. Say if you have bolognese, like it's really expensive to buy smaller portions, so I buy like bigger portions and make a lot and then freeze it. So stuff like bolognese, I can separate it all into these baby pots, which all have dolphin stickers on. Then I can put them in the freezer, so make sure they're freezable and maybe microwavable. And then just more boring Tupperware. This is literally like 70p from Wilkinson or something, just to put a sandwich in, or say if you have like rice and your bag is broken, that definitely happened to me, that kind of thing. It's just really handy to have Tupperware. than a timer. I kind of didn't think of this because at home my oven actually has a timer, and obviously if you're using like an oven or a microwave it might have it, but say on a hob or something you'll need a timer. And this one is a pig, and I got it from Wilkinson's, I believe. And it's really good actually if you say, I know you're not supposed to like leave stuff, but say if you want to wander into your room you can just like carry the timer with you so you know how long's left and stuff. Staying in the kitchen, dry food, obviously you can't really take fresh food with you. Well, you could, but it's not going to last long, but it's always good to have like dry food. So I have 3 kilograms of pasta, which is excellent. I love pasta. Dry food like rice, pasta, what else is dry food? Tea bags, coffee. Well, only coffee if you drink it, because if you open it and leave it, then it'll go mouldy. Not mouldy. Yeah, so basically just dry food that can just be kept in a cupboard and you can stick it in there. Like canned food as well. So that's really handy, especially like over the first couple of days. I was kind of getting settled in. I didn't really feel like making a whole elaborate meal and stuff. So it'll be really easy to just have dry food, because I'm not a fan of ready meals either. I haven't had any since I've been here. I've been here a month and 2 weeks. Other thing would be toiletries. Like obviously you take toiletries with you, but say spare toiletries. So like another shampoo, another conditioner, and I know it might just seem like pointless. You can obviously just get it again, but I find it's just really easy to have. I always like to have a spare in case I run out and I forget to like buy a new one. So if you can bring it with you without your parents thinking you're cheeky for making them buy extra things, then it's just really nice and convenient to have. Extra flannels. I did actually have flannels in my haul, but I only took 2, and given that I'm trying to only do my laundry once every 2 weeks or more, 2 isn't enough, and I use a flannel every day. If you don't use a flannel, obviously you don't need more. But these are from Asda, and they were 2 for £1, which is pretty good. Again, can be washed in your hand washing thing. A clock! I got this one for like £3. I did actually bring a clock with me, and it was digital, and I've had it for years, but it must have got like banged about in my suitcase or something because it broke. I just find it really easy, or really handy, to have a clock, say, up on display in the morning, because I really like to see like how long I have left and stuff like that, rather than like having to click through my phone to see. So a clock on display is good. Also a lamp. I can't show you mine because it's like clipped. It's like one of the clippy ones. It's good. But yeah, bring a lamp with you. I kind of forgot. It's just much easier having a lamp. Also the lighting in Michael's, at least, it's kind of like that school lighting, you know, when you have like a bar of light, like in offices and stuff, and it's not brilliant, so if you want to concentrate on something, so it's good to have a lamp, or if you want to put one by your bedside and like read, so you don't have to like go all the way over there to the light switch. A mirror, I would show you mine, but it's a bit inconvenient. I'm supposed to have a mirror in my wardrobe, and I'm really annoyed that I don't, because I've been asking for one for the past 4 weeks and I haven't got one yet, and it's meant to be full length, and no, none of my tops match my bottoms because I don't have a full length mirror. But yeah, I brought a mirror with me. I have a mirror in my bathroom as well, but still, I need a longer one. But yeah, a mirror is handy. A suitcase. I know it might seem a bit obvious, my friend didn't actually leave a suitcase here, so when she's gone home this weekend, she doesn't have a suitcase or anything to put it in. If you plan on like visiting home for the weekend or something, then you'll need something to put your stuff in, or just like a weekend bag if you're not planning to stay for long. If you're one of those cheeky people who wants to take their laundry all the way home, then you'll need a bigger suitcase for that. I actually keep mine under my bed lifts up. Some of them have like slidey drawers underneath. But either way, it's kind of like out the way and tapped out the way, so you might want to check if you can actually do that. My wardrobe is really dark because my room's really dark, so I've actually got these UV lamp lights where you press it and it comes on. Technically probably not allowed these, but I'm doing the next person a favour, so you know, it's good. And these box things are really handy. This is just one I've taken out my wardrobe. These are from Wilkinson's, and they come 3 to a pack, and I can't remember exactly how much, but they are not expensive. My wardrobe, which I will show you, it has shelves at the back and then it has a rail in the front, which kind of seems like a good idea until you put clothes in the front and you can't see the clothes in the back, hence the light. So for a while I just had all my clothes stacked up in the back, but they pretty much just all fell down. So I put them all into these little basket things, and they fit really nicely in there, and it's just really easy. If I want a t-shirt, I just take out this box and I can look through it rather than like digging through the back of my wardrobe. Okay, so this is where my mirror is meant to be, and you can see it's really, really dark, and yeah, it's meant to be there, and it makes me really sad that I don't have one. This is my wardrobe. This is my clicky light, you see? It's probably really dark on the camera. But yeah, so there's stuff like hung up here, but in the back I have baskets, which are very convenient. And then a printer, and if you can, a scanner, because I don't know where you live or where you're going to live, but where I live is about a 15-minute walk from the main campus where the library is, which isn't that far, but say if I'm doing work at 11, 12 at night, I don't really feel like walking all the way over there in the dark, especially not to like print off one thing. So it's just really convenient to have a printer or a scanner. I know they're quite expensive, especially ink is expensive. I know in certain circumstances you can actually be given one, but that tends to be like if you have a disability of some kind. So if you're dyslexic and you're worried about how you like to read like off of paper rather than a screen, if you like go to your dean of students and talk about your disabled student allowance, they may give you a printer. Just as a side note there if you're unaware. Okay, so I think that's everything. I'm sorry if I'm quiet, I don't want my roommates to think I'm really weird and they're probably listening to me like, what is she doing? Okay. But yeah, my next video I might actually be at home because I'm coming home tomorrow, and I might actually be able to record properly, but maybe not. So yeah, see you then. I hope you had a really lovely Halloween and October, and I'm really sorry I was really absent. But I told you before, I'm busy, and I don't want my flatmates to think I'm any more mental than they already do. So thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.